Black women in sports have redefined what greatness looks like, and their influence reaches far beyond championship titles. Yes, they've dominated on the court and the track, but that's only part of their journey. The real transformation happens away from the sportswear and rather in boardrooms, investment deals, and business ventures most fans never hear about. Each one of them carved out a financial empire through choices that turned their athletic excellence into generational wealth. Today, we're pulling back the curtain on the wealthiest Black female athletes in the world and exploring how they turned raw talent and relentless drive into fortunes that extend far beyond their playing days. Let's dive in. Number 10. Angel Reese. Angel Reese knows how to win on the court and build wealth off it. She's turned both into a career strategy, and she's been doing it since college. She grew up in Maryland with the height, confidence, and presence of someone destined for more. When she arrived at LSU, people noticed her game immediately, but they also noticed her personality, her style, and the way she carried herself. That's what made brands pay attention. Beauty companies, fashion labels, sportswear brands, jewelry lines, hair products, and food partnerships all came calling. Angel didn't have to hunt for sponsorships. They found her, and she signed them. While most college athletes were focused on classes and practice, Angel was building a business. By the time she entered the WNBA, she was already a millionaire. She was in her early 20s, still a student, but earning more than some professional players. Angel enjoys her success openly. She wears designer clothes, expensive jewelry, and carries luxury bags. But it never feels forced because it's part of who she is. She switches up her style, has fun with fashion, and isn't shy about showing the glamorous side of being an athlete. It works for her brand. Fans love that she can dominate a game and still look camera-ready afterward. Off the court, she values comfort and peace. She keeps her space clean and cozy, spends time with family, and surrounds herself with people who bring calm instead of drama. Beyond her sports salary, Angel is focused on growing her money. She works with advisors who help her manage and invest her earnings. She's already talking about starting her own businesses, launching products, and eventually becoming the person who signs other athletes' checks. Angel Reese's net worth is estimated at around $2 million. But she's publicly said that number is way off, meaning she's likely worth significantly more. At her age, with her momentum, that gap will only keep widening. Coming up next is a woman whose speed grabbed the world's attention, but what she's built off the track is what truly shows her power. Number 9. Sha'Carri Richardson. Sha'Carri Richardson has a presence that's hard to miss. She doesn't demand attention, but she gets it anyway. On the track, she's fast and focused, and off the track, she's built a brand that goes far beyond running. She grew up in Dallas, where her speed set her apart from her peers early, because even as a teenager, she ran with so much purpose and intensity that her trainers immediately knew she had the potential to be one of the biggest athletes in future. LSU also helped refine her track and field skills, but her real breakthrough came when she turned pro. She arrived on the scene with brightly colored hair, long nails, and the confidence to match. Every race felt like her moment. That look became part of her identity, and it made her impossible to ignore. Sha'Carri takes care of herself. She's into fashion, self-care, and switching effortlessly from track gear to designer outfits. She enjoys her success and doesn't apologize for it. Her home reflects that same energy. She likes spaces that are comfortable, stylish, and calm. When she's not training, she spends time with close friends, travels, or just rests. She values her peace. She's signed with major brands that fit her personality, and she's intentional about her finances. She's talked openly about investments and business plans. She wants to build something that lasts beyond her running career because she's not planning to fade into the background after retirement. Sha'Carri is also open about her personal life. She talks about her emotions, her relationships, and the things that have shaped her. She loves deeply and isn't afraid to share when she's going through something difficult. That honesty has made her relatable to a lot of people. Through it all, her income keeps growing. Her endorsement deals alone put her in a strong financial position, and every major race increases her value. Her estimated net worth is around $4 million. She's young, earning well, and building something much bigger than medals. She's thinking long-term, and that's what sets her apart. If you appreciate this kind of deep dive content, take a second to like the video and subscribe. Over 99% of viewers watch without subscribing. It costs you nothing, but it helps us a ton. Thank you. Now, back to the video. Number 8. Allyson Felix. Most people recognize Allyson Felix as a track champion with flawless form. But her real power shows up away from the stadium, in the business decisions and financial moves she's made over the years. Her wealth didn't happen overnight. She built it through years of prize money, sponsorships, and endorsement contracts. But what separates her from other athletes is how she changed the game entirely. When she was pregnant, she walked away from a major sponsor after they wanted to reduce her pay. People thought it was risky. Instead, it became one of her smartest decisions. She stopped playing by someone else's rules and started building her own path. She chose partnerships that recognized her worth and gave her control. Then she launched her own shoe brand. That move changed everything. She went from being paid to wear products to owning the product itself. At home, she likes clean spaces, natural light, and interiors that feel peaceful the moment you step inside. Being a mother has shaped how she structures her time. She's built her schedule to include family, business, and moments that keep her grounded. She also travels often, but not for show. She prefers trips that refresh her, not ones designed for Instagram. She values experiences over appearances. When she spends money, it's usually on quality items that last or vacations that help her recharge. Her investments are spread across real estate, business ventures, and brand partnerships that pay out over time. Her estimated net worth is around $4.5 million. She's strategic about where her money goes. She avoids quick trends and focuses on things that build long-term value. Allyson Felix earned her wealth by making bold decisions, walking away from bad deals, and building something she controls. Her success came from discipline, strategy, and the confidence to bet on herself. The next woman on our list is a legend who's proven that even small people can achieve big things. Number 7. Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce. Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce doesn't need to announce herself. She moves with quiet confidence, the kind that comes from knowing exactly who she is. While her presence stays calm and grounded, her accomplishments speak louder than anything she could say. She's from Waterhouse, Kingston, a neighborhood that doesn't hand out easy starts. But she found running early, back in elementary school, and it became her way out and her way up. Once she stepped onto the international stage, the world saw what Jamaica already knew. Shelly-Ann was built differently. Olympic golds, world championship titles, record times. She stacked them consistently, year after year, and with every victory came a financial reward. But her wealth didn't come solely from racing. She built multiple income streams around her career. Global sportswear brands signed her. Companies that aligned with her values wanted partnerships. She earned appearance fees, prize money, and eventually created her own product lines. She turned her name into a business. She's not flashy, but she enjoys what she's earned. Her home in America is designed with clean lines and a peaceful atmosphere. It feels like a retreat. She drives nice cars, travels when she can, and treats herself after long seasons. She's worked hard enough to enjoy it. Family is central to everything she does. She's a mother, and her son is clearly her priority. Even during intense training periods, she makes time for school runs and family moments. That balance makes her more relatable. Brands appreciate that she's a global icon who still feels real and accessible. Financially, she's set for life. Between endorsements, real estate holdings, long-term brand deals, and business ventures she's involved in quietly, her estimated net worth sits around $5 million. She's also deliberate about investing back into Jamaica. She supports community programs, education initiatives, and local businesses. Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce built her fortune through consistency, smart decisions, and staying true to herself. She didn't chase trends or change who she was for money. She simply kept winning and made sure every win counted beyond the track. Coming up next is a powerhouse who reshaped modern basketball and built influence on and off the court. Number 6. Candace Parker. Candace Parker has built a life where success shows up in every area, not just basketball. When people list athletes who turned talent into long-term wealth, her name consistently appears. That didn't happen by luck. She's always thought several steps ahead, both on the court and with her finances. Her basketball career has been impressive and profitable. Championships, MVPs, all-star selections, she's earned it all. But what separates her is how she used that platform while she was still playing. Most athletes wait until retirement to figure out what's next. She moved into broadcasting while still competing. She signed deals with major brands and became someone viewers and companies trusted. She didn't just chase checks, she positioned herself as a voice people wanted to hear. Her lifestyle reflects intention. She enjoys comfort but avoids excess. Her home is warm and stylish, designed for living, not for show. She's created a space where her family feels secure and at ease. Candace invests in businesses she believes in, particularly those focused on sports, fitness, and women's empowerment. She understands the weight her name carries, so she chooses ventures that align with her values while generating strong returns. Brand partnerships have been another key income source because companies want to work with her since she brings credibility and calm authority. These deals increased her earnings and eventually gave her a mouth-watering net worth of $8 million. They also gave her access to boardrooms and investment opportunities most athletes never see. Her personal life is built around family, love, and balance. She's surrounded herself with people who provide support and peace. That foundation matters, especially when your life is constantly public. For every fortune, Candace Parker has planned for it, worked for it, and made smart decisions along the way. She built a career that extends far beyond basketball and created financial security that will last long after her playing days end. Coming up next is a woman whose gravity-defying talent made the world stop and stare, and her life outside the gym is just as fascinating. Number 5. Simone Biles. Simone Biles operates on two levels. There's the public figure performing impossible routines that defy physics. Then there's the private side, where she's building a life and financial foundation just as strong as her athletic achievements. Her gymnastics career has generated significant income. She earned it through years of hard work and discipline. Early on, she recognized that fame doesn't last forever. So she focused on creating revenue streams that continue even when she's not competing. She's been strategic with sponsorships. Instead of signing every deal offered, she partners with brands that match her values and image. This has helped her build substantial wealth, with her net worth estimated at around $16 million. Simone loves a soft, cozy environment with simple luxury. She creates spaces that feel warm and peaceful, with understated luxury. She doesn't flaunt her wealth. She prefers environments that are polished but relaxed. Now that she's married and more settled, she's developed routines that support her mental health. Her home is a place where she can finally rest after years of grueling schedules. Her investment strategy adds another layer to her financial security. She's put money into real estate, which provides steady returns and long-term value. She's also entered business ventures that let her expand beyond gymnastics. She prefers partnerships where she can contribute ideas, not just her name and face. Her marriage provides important emotional stability. She and her husband have built a relationship that feels supportive and natural. Simone Biles has built a complete life around her success. She made smart financial choices, invested wisely, and created a home environment that protects her peace. She understood early that her career had a shelf life, so she planned ahead. Now she has wealth that will last well beyond her competition years. Let's take a look at the young star who turned raw talent into global stardom, and her off-court world is growing just as fast as her career. Number 4. Coco Gauff. Coco Gauff moves through the world with a confidence that makes you forget she's barely out of her teens. She carries herself like someone who's been famous for decades, but she's only just getting started. What's remarkable isn't just her tennis ability, it's how quickly she turned early success into serious financial power. She grew up in Florida with parents who understood her talent but refused to push too hard. They created structure without pressure, letting her develop naturally. When she broke through at Wimbledon as a teenager, the world took notice immediately. Sponsors didn't wait to see if she'd sustain success. They signed her on potential alone. Major brands moved fast because Coco had something rare. She combined elite skill with genuine warmth and competitive fire. Her endorsement portfolio grew quickly. Major brands and luxury labels all wanted in. She built a sponsorship portfolio that most athletes take a decade to accumulate. Her on-court success only increases her earning potential. Each tournament win raises her profile. Every deep run in a major boosts her market value. She's young, relatable, and already earning millions without needing to promote herself aggressively. Despite her wealth, Coco doesn't spend for show. She values comfort, quality clothing, and meaningful experiences. Tennis takes her around the globe, and she uses that travel to explore cities, discover local food, and spend time with family between matches. She's also financially disciplined. Coco tracks where her money goes and thinks carefully about her future. She balances training with media obligations and business discussions about long-term growth. She's already investing and building assets that will generate income well after her playing career ends. Her estimated net worth currently sits at $35 million. What sets her apart is how natural it all seems. She doesn't perform success or manufacture relatability. She's genuinely likable, and people sense that authenticity. Every time she competes, fans want her to win not just because she's talented, but because she feels real. Up next is a global star who took her success in tennis and turned it into serious wealth and influence. Number 3. Naomi Osaka. Naomi Osaka has mastered the balance between athletic talent and financial strategy. People recognize her calm demeanor on court and her thoughtful responses in interviews, but beneath that quietness is someone who has built substantial wealth through deliberate choices. Tennis provided her initial income through prize money, but endorsements transformed her financial reality. She became a global ambassador for major brands, and those partnerships generated earnings that surpassed what most athletes will ever see. The turning point came when she shifted from endorsements to ownership. Instead of accepting flat fees for promoting products, she negotiated equity deals. That decision converted temporary income into lasting wealth. Her current estimated net worth has climbed to approximately $45 million. Her media company stands out as one of her smartest ventures. It gives her creative control and ownership over the stories being told. She also launched a skincare line designed specifically for melanin-rich skin. Owning these brands rather than simply endorsing them is what multiplies her income. Her living situation reflects her personality. She prefers calm environments with clean design and spaces that promote relaxation. She's not drawn to flashy displays of wealth. Travel matters to her, especially trips that offer genuine rest and mental recovery. She invests in wellness, quality food, comfortable accommodations, and anything that protects her peace of mind. She also owns real estate, demonstrating her focus on building assets that appreciate over time. Her personal relationships show the same intentionality. She prioritizes emotional safety and surrounds herself with people who understand the unique pressures she faces. Naomi Osaka strategically built multiple income sources, took ownership stakes in businesses, and created a lifestyle that supports her mental health. She understood early that fame is temporary, but smart financial decisions create security that lasts. Up next is one half of arguably the greatest female tennis tag team in history, a champion on and off the court. Number 2. Venus Williams. Venus Williams has been a global icon for over 2 decades, and that kind of staying power comes from strategy, not luck. Venus built her fortune deliberately, without flash or unnecessary noise. She's quietly one of the wealthiest female athletes in history. Prize money formed her early income, but her real impact came from fighting for equal pay in tennis. That battle revolutionized the sports world for female athletes. Every major tournament she played afterward brought prize money that only a select few ever reach. Venus also channeled her interests into actual businesses. Her interior design company is one of her proudest achievements. She also runs a fashion line that blends athletic wear with lifestyle pieces in a way that feels natural and authentic to who she is. It's clear that Venus values beauty and comfort because her homes reflect the elegant, peaceful design work she does for clients. She enjoys luxury but prioritizes privacy above all. She'll spend on art, wellness retreats, quality furniture, and personal development long before she considers flaunting anything online. When she does appear at events, though, she commands attention effortlessly. She also holds stakes in startups, has brand partnerships with ownership components, and makes long-term business moves that grow steadily in the background. Everything she touches serves a clear purpose. That approach has brought her estimated net worth to $95 million. What also distinguishes her is how she manages relationships across every area of her life. Whether romantic, friendship, or business, Venus keeps a very small circle. She guards her mental space fiercely, values her independence deeply, and refuses to let outside pressure shape her choices. And finally, at the top of the list is the Queen of the Court, a woman whose name is synonymous with dominance, power, and influence both on and off the tennis court. Number 1. Serena Williams. Serena Williams operates on a different level entirely. Her Grand Slam titles and on-court dominance are legendary, but the empire she built away from tennis often gets overlooked. Her tennis prize money provided a solid foundation for her, but she recognized early that tournament earnings alone wouldn't create lasting wealth. She knew that prize money was only temporary and that she needed income sources that would continue generating returns long after retirement. She invested in dozens of startups across various industries, as well as her personal brand called Serena Ventures. Many of those companies succeeded beyond expectations. Each time one grows, her wealth increases with it. These strategic investments have helped push her net worth to an estimated $350 million. Her lifestyle reflects her success, but without unnecessary showiness. She owns beautiful homes, collects art, and appreciates high fashion. Yet she doesn't broadcast her wealth constantly. She prefers warm, personal spaces. She travels with family and creates environments where her daughter can grow up feeling supported and secure. Her personal life adds depth to her story. She's built a family she clearly cherishes and manages to balance motherhood with business demands in ways that appear seamless, though everyone knows the effort required. Her partnership with her husband extends beyond their personal relationship. They collaborate on investments and projects, functioning as a genuine team both privately and professionally. Serena Williams is strategic and always planning several moves ahead. Tennis made her famous. Her intelligence, foresight, and business acumen made her the wealthiest Black woman ever to emerge from professional sports. We've just stepped inside the financial worlds of some of the most successful Black female athletes competing today. They built businesses, made smart investments, and created wealth that gives them complete control over their futures. If you enjoyed this countdown, hit that subscribe button because there's more where this came from.